A very funny man who does, among other things, acting and comedy routines, which includes many great impressions of celebrities he does. His name is Allen Wilkerson. And Allen, it's certainly good to have you here.
Thanks for inviting me in today.
You bet. It's good to have you. All right. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a Midwestern fellow like yourself. I'm originally from Des Moines, Iowa, and I've lived there for 20-some-odd years and ended up going to school in North Carolina. And after I got done with college there, I was back in the Midwest, and I moved here from St. Louis about 5 years ago. So I've been around the country.
What are some of the TV shows that you've done?
Well, the first time I ever got paid as an actor, I was on The West Wing, and I did a show called First Monday, and I've done work on other shows such as The Handler, The Brotherhood of Poland, New Hampshire, and I've done a lot of student and independent films and plays. I had a little bit part in Old School.
Allen, I'm going to have you start off with your Bugs Bunny. Oh, boy. Go ahead.
Yeah, what's up, Bob? What's cooking? Hey, I just want to know one thing. You have carrot juice in here, and I appreciate that, but there's no martinis, Doc. What's going on here?
Next time we're going to be more prepared. All right, how about Daffy Duck?
Well, I just want to let this Governor Pigland, I understand she likes hunting moose, which is okay, but I just want to let her know one thing right now. It's rabbit season!
Okay, how about Yosemite Sam?
Well, tarnation, when I get my hands on that varmint, I'm going to end up making a fur-skin cap out of that varmint there.
Tasmanian Devil?
Yeah, Taz hungry, bro.
It's another great voice that you do, Allen. You've been doing this one for many years, entertaining many crowds with this, Jack Benny.
Well, Bob, you see, I used to play the violin when I was about 10 years old, you see, and the other thing, too, is I have a birthday coming up, and I just want everyone to know I enjoy 39 so much, I'm doing it again. Well.
Ed Sullivan, go.
All right, Ed Sullivan singing Copacabana.
Okay.
Her name is Lola. She was a showgirl with yellow feathers in her hair and a dress cut way down to there. She would merengue and do the cha-cha.
Okay, now one of your favorite actors, of course, who I know you love, Russell Crowe.
Okay, I love this from Gladiator when I did this. Okay. My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius, commander of the armies of the North, general of the Felix Legions, loyal servant to the true emperor of Rome, Marcus Aurelius, father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance in this lifetime or the next.
Another great voice you do, Allen, of course, Johnny Carson.
Bob, back in the Midwest, in the wintertime, it got so cold one day.
How cold did it get?
It got so cold, I actually saw a polar bear trying to steal a fur coat.
All right, now, another great, you've imitated for so many years, Allen. You've imitated so many great actors and everything, and one of them, Humphrey Bogart.
This is actually the second voice I ever learned. My dad taught me this. We were watching The African Queen. All the chin joints and all the places in the world. You know, that Kate Hepburn, that Rosie, she was really a psalm-singing, skinny old maid, and it really ticked me off, Bob, that she poured all my gin into the river. You know how many drunk crocodiles there are on the Yolanga when we were filming that film? Oh, miss, have a heart.
There you go. Well, Curly of the Three Stooges, I know you got him down.
Hey, Mo, I like that Curly Shuffle, you know.
A great website called butlerwebs.com has come up with several funny bits, and one of them is a feature on what people born in 1982 or later may assume that baby boomers, say born in the 1950s and 60s, have always known. Allen, go ahead.
They have no meaningful recollection of the Reagan era and probably did not know he had ever been shot.
Oh, now how could they possibly know that? How about this one? They were 11 when the Soviet Union broke apart and do not remember the Cold War.
And Tiananmen Square means nothing to them.
Hey, I bet. And then they've never had a record player.
And they may have never heard of an 8-track.
And the compact disc was introduced when they were 1 year old.
And as far as they know, stamps have always cost about 33 cents.
And they've always had an answering machine, huh?
Mm-hmm. And must have never seen a TV set with only 13 channels, nor have they seen a black and white TV.
Oh, my gosh. And, of course...
And, you know, they always thought Jay Leno was on The Tonight Show. They didn't realize I was on there before Jay was.
Yeah, my gosh almighty. How about popcorn? It's always been cooked in a microwave as far as they're concerned, right?
Yeah, and they have never seen Larry Bird play live. I remember that all too well.
Oh, my. And he's my all-time favorite sports hero, too, is Larry Bird. Oh, my. So, well, they're missing out on something there. How about they never took a swim and thought about Jaws?
Oh, that strikes home for me there, I can tell you right now. They don't know where Mark was or where he is from. Nanu, nanu.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, God. And then, of course, they do not know who shot J.R. They have no idea who J.R. actually is.
And Kansas, Chicago, Boston, America, and Alabama are places, not recording artists.
How about this one? McDonald's never came in styrofoam containers as far as folks born after 1982 are concerned.
And they have no clue how to use a typewriter.
Oh, boy. I knew how to type. Well, I typed with one finger and one hand, and I get by, but probably many of them know how to type way better than I do, that's for sure. And, of course, as far as they're concerned, people born after 1982, there have always been computers and the Internet, right?
Yeah.
Jimmy, you do Jimmy so well. Well, yeah, you say, you know, Bob, a few years ago, it was really great. I had an audition for a play, and they wanted me to play a guy named Vladimir. They said he was a cross between Jimmy Stewart and Bela Lugosi. And I thought to myself, you know, could you just see Jimmy Stewart, as Count Dracula? I mean, well, listen to them, the children of the night, what music they make, or Bella as George Bailey. I mean, Mr. Potter, you are a scurvy spy. Blah, blah.
How about that? All right, now, I want you to do, I've got a little funny bit here. Now, these are reasons why a person should go to work naked. Again, taken from butlerwebs.com, that great website. They produced a lot of great stuff, funny bits. Butlerwebs.com. And, Alan, give us Jack Benny telling us why it's good to go to work naked.
Well, reason number one, your boss is always yelling, I want to see your butt in here by 8 o'clock. You can take advantage of computer monitor radiation to work on your tan. That's a good one for George Hamilton. Inventive way to finally meet that hunk in human resources. And I love number 4 here. I'd love to chip in, but I left my wallet in my pants. And, I love number 9 here. Diverts attention from the fact that you also came to work drunk. I think Foster Brooks would like that one. And number 11, this is a classic. No one steals your chair. Well,
you know, Alan and I, we met in church at one of the Methodist churches in the San Fernando Valley section of Los Angeles. And, you know, it's interesting. I was going through some old stories and pamphlets that I'd seen over the years. And it's interesting sometimes what can show up in these church bulletins, contradictory things or interesting things that can show up in church bulletins. And, Alan, you have a few of them here. And, of course, Alan's a great impressionist. Go ahead.
Yeah, I like this one right here, Bob. Irving Benson and Jessie Connor were married on October 24th in the church. So ends a friendship that began in their school days.
Okay.
And I just love this one here. It's totally despicable. Potluck supper Sunday at 5 o'clock p.m. Prayer and medication to follow.
How about that one? Okay, what else we got there going on in these church bulletins? These are actual lines that have been printed in church bulletins over the years. Not our church, but other churches. Go ahead.
Well, Bob, you see, I like this one here. It's something that I think Mary and I saw in our church about back in Bedford Falls. Low self-esteem support group will meet Thursday. Please use the back door.
Okay.
And this is the one I get a kick out of here. I mean, this is just something that you would probably find in a movie like Gladiator or something that Russell Crowe would say.
Okay.
The 8th graders will be presenting Shakespeare's Hamlet in the church basement Friday at 7 p.m. The congregation is invited to attend this tragedy.
Okay, last one.
And this one I really love, you know. Weight Watchers will meet at 7 p.m. at the First Presbyterian Church. Please use large double door at the side entrance.
Okay.
Any comments or suggestions on the presentation you just heard? Call 818-780-2270, 818-780-2270, or email jalindstrom25@gmail.com. Thank you.